oftentimes during these periods of time where the earth is making a transition and her inhabitants have to make it with her, there comes this liminal point in between, which we're in, the transitional point, where things start to feel weird and surreal. Human nervous systems are getting an upgrade because, frankly, we have been hit with a Mack truck of BS from all angles, right? Societal angles, from like just our morals, like just absolutely everything has been uprooted and it's being questioned, and we're being shown that things have not been what many of us have thought. They've been hiding behind these shadows of people, this fake mask of human ego. So much has been hiding behind it. The racism, the classism, all of the isms. It doesn't mean that me personally, or anyone that I am talking to, that I want you to rise above anything. That's not the way through. You want to experience everything that comes to you naturally, the emotions you're feeling, take those in. What we want to do is make sure not to integrate them into our being. We want to transmute that energy. So you let it out, you cry, you scream, whatever you need to do. You get frustrated, you get mad, you get sad, you get happy, you get all the things. And then you use that emotion to express yourself in the creation of something new. Whether it's a video on here or anywhere, whether it's a painting, whether it's an idea that you move forward with, the only way we're going to get through all this is through, not above, not below, through it. And so as we're transitioning, it starts to feel surreal and unreal because of that, because we've been living below it being the transitional period we're trying to make it through. So what humans are comfortable with and feel safe with is this energy down here where everybody's like, hi, oh, there's people without homes. Well, that's not my problem. That kind of energy, which, by the way, not everybody has had. I don't want to say that that's everybody, right? But it was accepted as a societal norm to just be okay with it. It's been accepted for particular genocides to be going on nonstop throughout the world at any point in history, right? And I say accepted in a way that's not like we're happy about it, but that if it's not within my eyesight, I'm not going to care, right? And now, with the advent of social media and the advent of these masks starting to fall off, you're seeing people start to, quote unquote, wake up, which is why people say leaving the matrix, leaving the simulation, whatever. Those are just semantics, okay? It's semantics for life in this lower energy. That's all it is. And so when you start to move in that area where we are now, that's when this feeling starts to take hold. And it can be scary because it is not safe and is not comfortable according to the human baseline that we have been living in. But I will tell you, it is safe and it will become comfortable with time to see what's really going on. But it is painful because we are uprooting ancient systems of how we have operated as a species and how the earth has operated for millions of years. And that is not going to happen without it bubbling up in some way. So what's happening when we share these energy updates and all this, what's happening is we're receiving upgrades, updates, light energy from wherever you want to say it's coming from, the quantum realm, our future selves, our higher selves, whatever energy it's coming in from the sun, could be anything, right? Whatever you believe. That is coming in to our bodies, our human bodies, the vessels we use to have our human experience. It's coming into that so that we can live in this middle area of energy where everybody is true and honest about who they are, where they see what's behind the veil, they see what's behind the mask. And when that happens, your whole life gets uprooted. The way that you've been living your life, the societal expectations start to shift. And there are still people who are going to cling on to that old life with little tight sucker fingers because they want to feel safe and comfortable. This is all they've known. And they have not grown enough yet to accept that this life is a mirage and it doesn't exist anymore. That this is actually where we're living now. And so people like me and others, you can call us spiritual practitioners, what we're tasked to do here and what we've done in other star systems, I guess, and in Earth, every time Earth has had an ascension, I've come here to help with the transition, doing whatever I'm doing right now, which is making this transition seem accessible to those who don't understand it. Because my nervous system is able to handle all this weird crap that is happening around me, in me, all of this. And it does, at first it was like, what's going on, right? But now that more of us are starting to realize that we are the help to help people through this transition, we're starting to understand what's happening. And right now in society, it is fringe, right? Like, and I say fringe is like what we call like out of the norm, so to speak. And so right now it's very bizarre for us to have these beliefs. But the more and more that we normalize these beliefs, the more and more you see, everyone sees that this is not something that is fringe, that it's actually what we should have known this whole time, but we've been living in this energy down here. That's when you'll see the change happen as a society, as a world, is once enough people start to actually experience these things and understand them. So us bridge holders, grid architects, workers, all of us transitional people, psychics, seers, everybody, our job is to help it be a smoother transition, as smooth as we can get it. So you're going to see a lot of people popping up who have weird jobs and weird spiritual names and all this, but they're legit, right? If this is something you're interested in, if this content is your vibe, follow for more. I do one-on-ones. Link is in the bio. I hope this helps. Peace and love to you all.